You have allowed this Dark Lord to twist your mind until now you've become the very thing you swore to destroy.
Don't lecture me, Obi-Wan. I see through the lies of the Jedi. I do not fear the dark side as you. I have brought peace, freedom, justice, and security to my new empire.
Your new empire?
Don't make me kill you.
Anakin, my allegiance is to the Republic, to the democracy.
If you're not with me, then you're against Elmo.
Only a Sith deals in absolutes. I will do what I must.
You will try.
Okay, I think that's unhinged enough, don't you?
I think
No,
you're both unhinged.
Elmo, I am your father.
No!
This is the most fucked up episode of Sesame Street I've ever heard.
Skeletor. Kids, today's letter is D for Evil Lynn's double-ended Oh.
Wow.
Wait, haven't we got a new theme tune?
Oh, for fuck.
Geeky Dads Strike Back with laughter as our might, but he doesn't know the power of where we've been. With comic books open and soda in hand, we're the Geeky Dads, our crew's gonna stand. Geeky Dads Strike Back with laughter as our might in this cartoon that'll shine so bright. Immature and wild, we embrace the fun in a world of games we'll never be done.
Hello there, and welcome to the Geeky Dads Strike Back, Season 4, Chapter 1. I'm your host, Ian Duffy, and I'm joined this week by Mike Shelshire.
Hello.
Chris. I was also Chris Moss then. Chris Jones.
How do?
And Tim Oakes.
Hola.
And we are back, and you know what? No, the most shocking thing is, between like recording, because I think the last time we sat here and recorded must have been just before Christmas when we did the Jingle Bell Ends.
Yes.
Believe it or not,
One
we have
episode.
not had. We have that was the Christmas special, Tim.
What?
The Christmas special.
No, I said what an episode.
Oh right, I thought you said what episode then? You're shitty, Mike. Okay, and believe it or not, we've not had a change of government. We've not had a new Prime Minister.
Gotta be coming though, surely.
Yeah, I don't think people like him very much, though.
Oh, God.
Don't know, I'd still rather have him than the Tories.
Do you know what, though?
Yeah, but
All the
I think
fucking
he's
shit
a
he's...
freaking Tory in disguise anyway.
He is a Tory in a red tie, but all the shit he's sorting out is what the Tories made. And they're like saying, oh, he's doing all these cuts and all this shit. Well, he's having to fix all your fucking problems.
Tory in red is fucking the country.
So when did we become a political podcast? Cause...
I was thinking that then, you know, we have become quite political, especially after the whole Donald Trump business. And
oh well, yeah, I am very anti-Trump and Elon, but
yeah. Well, we don't trust the man who willingly stick his dick in Amber Turd. So, you know.
I don't know. I quite like Johnny, so.
Yeah, I think we didn't know she was like that shit to bed crazy. Like literally, she is shit to bed crazy.
Not
Like,
bad
quite
shit
literally.
crazy then.
No, bed shit crazy.
Bad shit crazy.
No, bed shit crazy.
I just think she's a fucking loon. She really is. That woman needs to be fucking just locked up in a fucking cage somewhere and then thrown in the ocean.
That's fine. She's in Spain now.
I don't think she's got much.
Poor Spanish.
It's in Mallorca, I think.
How do you know this?
I saw it in the news.
Stalking it.
I saw it in the news.
It's a strange factoid. Just
Yeah.
Ian stalking Amber Heard.
I mean, okay, so let's move away from politics. Let's move on away to some the big stories that's happened whilst I've been away. I mean, just today I saw in the news that Blue Peter's been axed.
Yeah, you said this today.
Yeah.
And my first response was it was still going.
Yeah,
And I think I agreed with Mike because I thought it died years ago.
Same. I thought it had stopped years ago, like with CBBC, because is that even on anymore?
yeah, I think it's still on.
CBBS. I think CBBS.
No,
is
you got CBBS, that's for the little kids, and you got CBBS.
You got GBBs, which is for the thick.
You can't say the R word, Christopher. We've had
Yes, you can.
about this.
That was a hard R as well.
Yeah.
There's no hard R rule on this podcast.
Oh, no, you can't ruin my life. It's my favourite word.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, dear.
That and
That's absolutely fine. You can say that.
Yeah, I'm absolutely fine with it. Yeah, I'm absolutely fine with it.
what if
Even
it's
better.
a...
No.
Like Donald Trump is a...
An orgasm?
Why did you say it like that? It was like,
I'm avoiding the R word that I've been told I'm not allowed to do. All right, he's a... There you go.
Okay, right. I was going to say, when in extreme circumstances, I think it is okay to say thunder cunt. Like Donald Trump is a JD Vance is a couch cunt.
Twatty McCock nugget or something like that. Cockwomble.
No, not an insult on Wombles.
True.
Also true.
He's a carpet-headed fuckwit.
Carpet-headed fuckwit.
What?
What the hell?
His fucking hair's like a rug.
It is.
No, he's a...
No, it actually is a rug.
He's a giant what's-it in a toupee.
See, I think the reason everyone thinks that it's like fake tan, I think it's just because you like so many golden showers and the girls just haven't drank much water.
It's just like dyed his skin.
Wow. Wow.
It's all that time in Epstein Island.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
but he had a bit of fun there, didn't he?
we don't know. He won't release
he
the
did.
records.
Oh, he so did.
He's released the JFK report, but not the Epstein report.
No,
Yeah,
it's funny how we will be releasing this. We're still waiting.
It didn't really allude so much, though, that JFK report, did it? Didn't give anything new away, really.
No, not really.
I was expecting it to be like an inside job by the CIA or something. I was bitterly disappointed.
Probably was still. It's probably just been redacted. Just won't trust Trump with the records.
Well,
Do
yeah.
you reckon that Trump has done a Putin and made the girls disappear
Which girls?
What girls?
on Epstein's Island?
Probably Epstein made them disappear.
Well,
And then he made himself disappear when he went to prison.
Do you reckon, though, or do you reckon he was bumped
No,
out?
I reckon he was killed because he had so many secrets. He
oh
couldn't
yeah,
just
why
tell
would?
people, so-
Of course, he was killed. They probably left his cell door open on purpose.
Yeah. Reasons for death? Knew too much.
Just threw him a rope, and they were like,
You
"This
can
is
either
for,
do it yourself
like,
or we
whatever
can
you
do it
want
for
to
you."
do with it."
So moving away from politics, I have discovered this meme. What was sent to me while we've been away, and I think it's probably the meme of the year. So I do want to share this with you. Ooh. Okay, so this is Baby Girl spoilers. Mufasa was blasting in the theatre across from me, so I had to hear CGI lines sing their little hearts out while Nicole Kidman suddenly got.
Yeah, I don't think I'd have got to do that as Skeletor.
All I was thinking was, what song would you sing? What's Can You Feel the Love Tonight?
Yeah, but have you seen the comment below? Hakuna Matata.
That's what he did for the finish. He Hakuna on.
Oh, God.
I didn't even notice that until you pointed it out.
Oh, that was it. Oh, yeah.
That's funny.
Hakuna Matata. And my voice is gone, so I can't.
Oh, God.
See, I am full of cold as well, so that's one of the reasons.
Oh, that was beautiful.
You can imagine watching that scene, all you can hear is, "Can you feel the love tonight?"
Hakuna Matata.
So yeah,
What a wonderful phrase.
Fucking perfect. Oh, that was brilliant.
Oh, that was perfect.
oh, I'm crying again.
Oh, Jesus.
I missed this.
Oh,
You need
yeah.
therapy.
Well, let's see. This is
Probably all of us.
Probably, yeah.
What we've been talking about while we've also been off. Not been recording the last 3 months. So I'm just wiping tears from my eyes. Is that this has become, we started off as a podcast talking about like certain subjects in pop culture, but now it has just become group therapy for the geeky. Which
Pretty much.
is it? Yeah. Which personally I actually love.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
great.
Yeah,
It's a lot cheaper than proper therapy.
I can attest to that. Proper therapy is
I can
fucking
as well.
expensive. Yeah.
I know.
Getting it on the NHS ain't easy.
Nope.
Sure, yeah. Okay, so while I've been away as well, Mike has been like teasing us with this great tale that he wants to tell us.
I completely forgot.
Oh, for fuck's sake! We're completely mentioned this.
I know, I completely forgot what it was.
I'm literally going to call the episode Mike's Excellent Adventure. So I want to know what happened.
I was looking forward to that.
Yeah. How did you end
I'll-
up in Todd Morgan?
In Todd,
In Todd Morgan. Yeah.
I don't think that was the adventure I was going to be telling you about, but yeah.
Did you have fun in?
Yeah, I did. Can we make sure that's bleeped out? Because I don't want people to work out where I live.
Yes. Yeah, that's fine. I'm more than happy to bleep that out.
It's, otherwise, I'm just going to start like giving out your addresses and just fucking dox the pairies. Say a pair, because you weren't doing nothing then, Tim.
Oh, I didn't say a word.
No, his mic just cut out. That's why I didn't say a word.
Yeah, probably.
So we put the microwave on again and just. Zzz.
Oh, was that? Did you hear that again? Or was it?
No, I'm just taking the piss.
Oh, okay. Go on, Mike. There must be some element of this tale which you can
I can't
recite to
I
us.
genuinely cannot even remember what I was probably pissed, and I had a genuine, amazing tale to tell you while I was pissed. But
Wasn't it something about like work or something?
Yeah, how did you end up like no longer working at Redacted and end up in Redacted?
no, it's not. That wasn't that.
Oh.
It was probably a story about work or something. But
Yeah.
skip this. I can't remember.
for
Genuinely,
fuck's
if I
sake.
do remember, I will write it down and we will talk about it on another podcast.
Fair enough.
Oh, that's the episode title out the window then.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Well, that's all we were waiting for. So
Yeah, well,
that's it. We're done.
All right, we can go now.
I'm trying to think of what else. I mean, okay, actually, I've got something to share with you because I actually have something geeky to say, and I am feeling very strong about the subject. So, obviously, on our like socials, on our YouTube and Facebook and TikToks, what I will do is I will make a video just to show examples of why I am so deeply offended. Oh, hold on, 1 second. My food has arrived. 1 second.
Oh, God. Could have had it earlier.
how do I put this? Let me just get it up first so I know where to send it. So this teaser image was posted for Amazon's new Masters of the Universe movie.
Right.
There we go. I've shared it now. Well, looks brilliant. Accurate looking sword. Just looks nothing like the one in the Dolph Lundgren version.
Right.
Makes me feel excited about the new film. But then, you get this shit. Let me just get this up, right? You ready? So, okay, this is getting me really excited for this new He-Man film. And then I see this shit. This is behind-the-scenes photos from the new film. It's done it again.
Why do you look
Like
like
they make
Ken
him
from
look like a
Barbie?
fucking...
Christopher.
Again.
Again, yeah.
Again. They've done
fuck
this
have they-
again. They've based it in our world again. They had the perfect opportunity to do like a... You can make it in a fantasy world. You don't have to keep bringing it back to like modern day Earth like they did in the last one. That's my biggest gripe with the original Master of the Universe.
It would make more sense to literally just leave it as it should be, but yeah, it doesn't make a lot of sense. So he's
No, because no one wants to see it in this world.
Well, they're kind of nicking the idea from like Thor, aren't they?
Yeah.
So, yeah, it doesn't make a lot of sense.
It doesn't make a lot of sense. Right, so this is going to lead me on to a couple of other rants. So
It's a
couple
bad
of
wig, that, innit?
Yeah, it does look like a bad wig. But, at least they got the colour theme right because he's wearing pink, so I get that. Okay, but, so, last year, early last year or the year before that, they announced that it was going to be, Skeletor was going to be played by Sacha Baron Cohen, which would have been absolutely brilliant because I think he'd pull off a perfect Skeletor.
Yeah, I think he could do it, yeah.
Who do we get now? Care to guess? Anybody care to guess who's playing Skeletor in this new movie?
I don't want to. I don't like this game. Me, I'd do it.
No, it's not you. I'd rather
David
have you.
Duchovny. Fuck knows.
No,
Is
Jared.
it a big actor?
Yes.
Not Jared Leto.
Jared fucking Leto is.
Oh,
For
no.
fuck's sakes.
He messed up the Joker. Don't trust him with anything else.
I wouldn't trust him with anything. He's fucking
messed up
shit.
Morbius.
He's
I
a
haven't seen
fucking
Morbius.
wank actor.
So I'm
Yeah,
going to
I
read you
don't
the
rate
cast
him.
list of the new Masters of the Universe films. It's what he said. Right, here we go. Cast. So, I mean, there is some, good casting in here. Okay, so, Idris Elba's playing Man-at-Arms.
Right?
I don't mind that.
No, Alison Brie from Community is playing Evil Lynn.
That doesn't make a lot of sense. I like Alison Brie, but I don't think I'm not sure.
Okay, so we've also got James Purefoy from was he the king? He was the prince in he's been in loads of things, but he was in what was it? Shit, what's the film called? Knight's Sale. He played the prince in it who made Heath Ledger the Knight. He's playing King Randor. Charlotte Riley, I've heard the name, but I don't remember things. She's playing the Queen. Monica Barracan from the Deadpool movies. She's playing the Sorceress.
Fair.
The guy who played the Mountain in Game of Thrones.
Game of Thrones.
He's playing Goatman. I've never heard of Goatman. But here's my here's my biggest gripe with this. For the second time in a row, with a Masters of the Universe film, Teela is not ginger. She's being played by Camila Mendes. What has Hollywood got against gingers? Whenever they do an adaptation, why don't they cast the ginger?
Maybe because there's no good ginger actors.
Call another person ginger.
I beg to differ on this. Okay, there's plenty of good ginger actresses.
Who are you gonna put in it?
Who would I have as Teela? Well, obvious choice would be the girl who played Sansa.
Oh, Sansa Stark.
But the American accent is pretty shitty, so...
She's fucking crap. I don't think she's a good actress at all.
What's her name? Sophie Turner, is it?
That's it,
Something
yeah,
like
Sophie
that.
Turner. Oh,
Yeah,
Jonas,
yeah.
whatever, yeah. I'm actually going to... Right, okay, I'm going to actually look up ginger actresses now.
See, this is how difficult it
Hey,
is.
you could cast Rupert Grint.
Okay, right, here we go. Red Dead actress. Emma Stone. You could have Emma Stone.
Good choice.
Karen Gillan.
Yes.
Yeah.
But only just because, only if they put her in a skimpy outfit.
Well, she would obviously be in a skimpy outfit.
Yes.
Okay, this is getting really fucking weird. So they got, I've typed in, so it's a list of red-headed actresses. I'm going through all of them. And in the middle of them is Rihanna.
What?
Eh?
How?
Yeah.
Okay.
Died it once.
Bella Thorne. Yeah. Lindsay Lohan.
Crazy Lindsay Lohan.
Oh, what's her name? The girl out of Stranger Things?
Oh, the one who plays Max.
Yeah.
I don't know her name, actually.
Sophie Sink. Sadie Sink.
Yeah.
Ah.
Yeah. Okay. Right. But yeah,
To be
Karen
fair,
Gillan.
She is a good actress.
Yeah, she is actually.
They quite easily could have got Karen Gillan to play the role. Quite easily. I don't know. I think she's just recently popped out of Sprog, so probably not. Might be on maternity leave. But
Not gonna lie, this film sounds awful.
It does sound shit.
yeah, I am not looking forward to it. I'll still watch it, because it's He-Man, and I just want to think. Okay, if Jared Leto, I want to know how Jared Leto is going to play Skeletor. Is he going to play Skeletor straight like Frank Langella did in the 1987, 88 Master Universe, where he just chewed scenery and he was quite dark, or is he going to go full? Is he going to be built more comedic? Is he going to say infernal boobs and say nincompoops?
Probably not.
God damn it, you infernal boob!
In all fairness, I'd just rather watch Dolph.
It is on Amazon Prime at the
I
moment.
know it is.
Oh, actually, you know what? That reminds me. I know what I'd like to hear Mike do. I would like to hear Mike do the Skeletor speech from.
Told you I'm full of cold. It's difficult at the minute. Doing full speeches.
Well, it's only going to be a few lines. Hold on.
Wakes up tomorrow, no voice at all.
There we go.
It wouldn't be the first time that's happened.
At least you're not starting work tomorrow.
No, but I'm signing
day
a
after.
contract on Tuesday. No, I'm only signing a contract then. I'll start on Sunday.
Ooh,
What a
starting
date
the
to
Sunday.
start.
That's the beginning of the week, isn't it?
Yeah, and it's only a half day, isn't it? So, because they close early on a Sunday.
You looking forward to it, mate?
Yeah, absolutely.
It's much nicer not having to work weekends, though.
Well, I'd still be working weekends myself.
I have to work weekends now on my new job.
But bank holidays, they shut early. Sundays, they shut early. And they don't work overnight. So, I thought they did in Aldi, but apparently that one they don't. Once they close, they clean up and they go.
Didn't Aldi years ago used to have this thing where they got paid more, the staff, because they had to pay their own tax or something, being a German
It
company?
doesn't exist anymore.
And
though.
they
I think-
also had to memorise all the prices as well, originally when it first come in.
Yeah, they did, yeah.
Oh, well.
But now that's not a thing either.
Isn't it funny, when we were kids, we used to have, stigma towards, Netto and stuff like that, and Aldi's, a modern-day equivalent, and we fucking love it.
Yeah.
Well,
Sorry, Britain for you.
yeah. I mean, it's probably more to the fact that people can actually afford things then. So.
The thing is, though, as well, have you noticed the amount of fucking Mercedes, BMWs, things like that are outside Aldi now?
Oh, yeah.
They wouldn't have touched Netto with a fucking barge pole.
Oh, absolutely.
No, true.
Well, it's good. To be fair, though, it's good quality stuff in Aldi, so
Yeah. Tell you what, so you'd have to be...
Do you get a good staff
have to be-
discount, Mike?
you don't get any staff discount whatsoever.
Really?
Really?
Nope. But co-ops was
Crazy.
shit anyway, so I'm not too bothered.
I do miss my Argos discount.
It's only 10% in co-op.
Yeah, I must admit, I miss my Argos discount.
I've never had an Argos discount, so, no.
The Argos
yourself
discount
lucky.
was alright, 20% money.
No, it's 10.
When I started, it was 20.
Yeah, then Sainsbury's took over.
Co-op was
Yeah.
20 as well, and then they dropped it to 10.
Yeah. I get 15 in IKEA.
That's all right, isn't it?
When
not
I
bad.
first started working for the co-op, you used to get a share of the profits as well. So every year you got around about £500 or more every May, because they do the end of year taxes and stuff in April. And then middle of May, they'd be like, you'd get like 500 quid in your wages.
Nice.
They took that away.
Tim, your
Best
mic's
bets I've
gone
ever
nuts.
had. Oh, is it?
Your mic's gone again,
Hold on.
Tim.
1 sec. Right, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, the best perks I've ever had in the job was when I worked at Cineworld. That was awesome. Could get friends and family in for free. Could watch films before they were released, and it was epic. But
Wow.
they had this thing where you had to go to a staff meeting on a Sunday morning, like 6 o'clock. Even if you went in that day, you had to be in the meeting for 6 o'clock on a Sunday. And if you didn't go, you lost your perks for a month.
Your mic's
So-
gone again.
Oh, shut up! Hold on.
Shut up.
You can tell when it goes because it highlights your knob cheese for the whole of the day. Yeah.
It just starts going dig, 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 dig.
It's like, see, like something's interfering with the signal.
Yeah.
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 Okay.
Like somebody's stuck on a microwave, or you're getting a mobile, you're getting a text message or something.
Yeah, it's like that old sound.
Yeah.
You used to get from speakers.
Like that.
I think I know what it is. It's sorted now.
Okay. Yeah, Mike, I've sent you the thing. Read that.
Okay. Where are they? Where are your friends now? Tell me about the loneliness of good. He-Man, it is equal to the loneliness of evil. I just said that completely wrong. Let me try that again. Where are they? Where are your friends now? Tell me about the loneliness of good, He-Man. Is it equal to the loneliness of evil?
That was all right. Okay.
Snotty.
Snotty. Okay, right. So, obviously, it's the first episode of the new year, so first episode of the new season, and it's a new year. And every time, usually the first episode we do of each new year is a best and worst of the previous year. So, this episode we will be talking about the best and worst of 2024, and I don't mean Donald Trump getting into the White House.
I don't mean boo, we're not talking about that. But...
So we've each picked something, a TV show, a movie that we both we either liked or hated for this year. So I'm going to start off with my favourite film of last year. And it's not going to be like, I'll be honest with you, it's not going to be an Oscar winner. It's not going to be like a majorly critically lauded film. It's The Fall Guy. It was my favourite film of last year.
I actually picked that as one of mine.
Oh shit!
So no, it's okay because I've got another one. I've got a backup because I thought you might pick that as well, and I absolutely agree with you completely. It was such a fucking awesome film.
It was funny. I wasn't expecting it to be any good because I grew up watching the original TV show.
I didn't think it was going to be like that epic, but it was really, really good.
It was so funny as well. I mean, Ryan Gosling is is comedian. He's really funny. Some of the things he was doing, like based on the storyline of the TV series, has not really got much in common, just aside from the names, and that he's a stuntman. But
not a huge amount. But I also I know skipping ahead a little bit here, but I loved it during the credits scene where they showed all of the stunt workers that had actually worked on the film, and it gave massive credit to them. Yeah,
and it was to the theme tune, the original theme tune to the TV series. Which brilliant. You had to put that in somewhere. It was written and was directed by Rob Liefeld, who did was it the first Rob? He did the first. Was the first or the second Deadpool movie?
I'm not sure. That's
I
what
think I've got the name completely wrong now. I'm going to have to redact myself because Rob Liefeld's the creator of Deadpool, wasn't he?
Yeah.
I've not seen it, and I'm assuming Chris hasn't either, since we'll both
No.
remain in silence.
No, not
But
see.
we'll have to check it out if it's,
If it's good,
you're
I'll
giving it
watch
good
it.
ratings.
David
It's
Leitch.
insanely good. Yes.
I used to love the
insanely
TV program. I used to watch it all the time.
Yeah.
It as Ian said, I wouldn't really go in thinking it's going to be like the TV show because it's not.
Right.
But it's an epic film.
Yeah, so it was directed by David Leitch, and he used to be a stuntman as well. So, he made Hobbs and Shaw. He did Deadpool 2 and Bullet Train. And if you've seen, I would recommend Bullet Train as well, because that's actually a really funny action movie as well.
Yeah, I've seen that.
But it's, spoilers, but it's the bit where he's given, he's drugged.
That
He sees
is
the fucking
hilarious.
unicorn. He sees the fucking unicorn. No,
It's
this
funny.
is in the Fall Guy.
Oh,
He sees this fucking unicorn walking around all the time.
That's funny.
Trying to think of it. Like,
That's,
there's a fight.
that's the kind of thing I see every day. And Mike definitely sees it every day because he's always drunk.
Thanks.
I think.
Don't
yeah,
think
but
I've
you-
ever seen you sober.
I don't think you've ever seen me at all.
He hasn't.
I have.
He didn't
He
work.
was actually, he did. When I worked in the shop, he used to come in.
Yeah, and he would have been. Mike would have been sober
I
though.
was sober then.
You're joking, aren't you?
I fucking was.
Do you hear some of
And
the
he
shit
would've-
he was talking about in there? Fucking hell.
No,
He would have seen you in the. He would have seen you in the pub as well if his missus had let him out.
Yeah. Yeah.
That was a good night, that actually.
Under the thumb.
It was a good night, though.
Happy wife, happy life.
Sorry, I just took a puff of my vape as you said that, so I couldn't reply instantly.
But yeah, what I also loved about it was the fight scene, and it was to was Against All Odds by. Who's it by? Yeah, fucking what's his name? Phil Collins. So it's like the female love interest. She's singing on karaoke, and it's playing in time with the song. And if that fight scene was just brilliant on it was on a dump truck and like in a skip as well. It was really good.
Yeah, the choreography is absolutely brilliant.
Yeah, the soundtrack's really good as well.
No, that is an epic pick, and as I say,
Yeah.
that was actually in mine. I took a screenshot so we'd remember.
Oh, bless you. Sorry, Mike.
That's
But
all
you
right.
probably haven't picked my TV show of the year, which I was going to say Squid Game, but I didn't. In the end, I actually went with Master Universe Revolution.
I liked
Just came-
Squid Game too.
I like Squid Game too, but I think I was just thinking back, what have I enjoyed watching more, and it was definitely the Master Universe Revolution. It was the sequel series to Revolution.
I've not watched it, so
It's
No,
Kevin
me neither.
Smith's.
yeah. I need
Master
to.
Universe.
I haven't watched any of it at all, and I need to watch
No.
it.
I haven't.
No, it is really good. It's like, the cast he got in there. I mean, he got William Shatner playing Keldor, who is Skeletor. Spoilers. Obviously, Mark Hamill's back as Skeletor, but he's just that's like my gripe. I love Mark Hamill, and I think
Did he get Ralph Garman to play Fisto? Or he got someone because he was obsessed with the Fisto character.
well, yeah,
He's
Fisto
Kevin
was
Smith.
Fisto was in there, and I think Fisto's in the new film as well. Hold on, let's have a look.
Do you know what? I thought you guys made Fisto up. I never watched He-Man or Master of the Universe
It's
when I
a
was
real
younger.
character.
I
he's a
thought
real
Fisto was a character he's made up. Because, like, you know what Fisto likes to do. I thought.
I can't believe you thought he was made up.
Honestly, I had no idea. I never watched it as a kid.
Well, obviously it was made up, but
Yeah.
funny.
I remember having, like, He-Man figures, but I never watched the show.
No, he had a giant metal fist, and he'd go and fist people.
And he, like he
Especially
did it, yeah.
He-Man.
Oh god, I think Fisto was in the first series of Revelation, and I think he did have a line said, "I fisted them so good." But yeah, he ended up getting killed. I think he ended up getting killed off because he's in the new one, but he's a ghost. If that makes sense.
Right. Yeah.
Right.
But yeah,
Distant spirits.
The late Tony Todd was in it as well. He played Scareglow. Trying to think. And what was it? Meg Foster, who played Evil Lynn in the original Master of the Universe film. She had a part in it. Who else? So the girl who played they recast Teela, so she's now played by Melissa Benoist. She was from Supergirl, the Supergirl TV series on the CW. She took over the role of Teela, and her husband actually plays He-Man. The show. Gwildor was in it, so they brought Gwildor into it. I'm trying to think who else was in it. Gates McFadden from Star Trek. She played Queen Marlena. So he's brought a pretty strong cast into it as well.
Yeah, Ralph Garman did do the voice of Fisto as well, and he's like. So him and Kevin do a show called Hollywood Babylon's a podcast. And he's a voice actor. He works on Family Guy as well, and he's done quite a lot of stuff with Seth MacFarlane. He done stuff on The Orville as well. So, but he tends to do voices. So I think in the Orville he's just like I think he's the bartender in the Orville.
Is he? I did not know that Ralph Garman was in the Orville. That's amazing.
Yeah.
I do know he does a brilliant Adam West impression.
Oh yeah, he does an absolutely incredible Adam West.
Yeah,
he's absolutely obsessed with Batman, isn't he? He's even got like a Batmobile, but it's like the 66 version?
Would be, yeah. But yeah,
you eating that waffle again?
Excuse me?
Are you eating the waffle again?
He's eating blue waffle, yeah.
How very dare you? I am shocked and appalled.
We can hear you go.
It's quite loud, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's a finger licking waffle looking thing.
It's not great for a podcast, Ian.
No,
Terrible
probably not.
producer.
Yeah.
Terrible.
Yes. Hey, the producer makes things disappear. Just remember that.
Yeah, that's why you ended up with kids.
What?
I said that's why you ended up with kids.
You made
You're
something
making your
disappear.
cock disappear. For fuck's sake. That died there.
That was really. That's quite cerebral.
I got it, Mike. Don't worry, I got it.
Yeah, that was.
Just make all I got to think though. I can just make any of you just sound like it. Replace all your audio with Jabba the Hutt. Oh, Misa, nipple pinchy.
I mean, you can. I don't have to turn up next week then.
Fair point. Okay. Fair point. Okay. Okay. So I will move on. So, Mike, what was your movie of the year?
Well, considering it was actually going to be Fall Guy, no, but I did have a backup, and it was. I'd actually know the name of it. I'm just looking it up to make sure. Yeah, The Wild Robot. I don't know if you guys have seen it.
Oh, no, I want to, though.
Yeah, it's so good.
Tommy's seen it.
I won't spoil it, like, if you guys want to watch it, but, like, yeah, it's basically about these, like, robots that had been ordered to Earth, and this one, well, I think they get ordered to planets, like, set in, like, far in the future, and this one crash lands on Earth, but civilization, the humans, I think, had been wiped out. Well, no, they'd moved on, and the wild parts were different from the human parts. But basically, the wild robot, I don't want to spoil it too much, but it ends up looking after some of the wildlife. I don't want to spoil it because, like, literally, if I tell you the beginning, it'll ruin some of the absolute epic scenes and some of the epic jokes. But there's a lot of dark humour in it. Like, if you like dark humour and you like laughing at dark jokes, watch it because it's fucking incredible. How they got away with it being a kids' film, I've no idea. animals do die
Nice.
in horrific ways. It's not like Watership Down, like grim, but it's more comedy. But it's
Comedy dying. Wow.
Yeah, it's dark comedy. You've got to watch it though to understand what I mean. I just don't want to spoil it because I think Tim wants to watch it. So
Yeah, I'll watch it. Yeah.
Got a big. Just have a look at this now. It's got quite a big cast in it as well. It's got
oh yeah.
Yeah, Lupita Nyong'o's in it. Pedro Pascal,
Wow.
Catherine O'Hara, Bill Nighy, Mark Hamill, Matt Berry. Anything with Matt Berry is always going to be brilliant.
Yeah.
And
That's funny as fuck.
And
He
Bing
plays
Rames.
like he plays like this old beaver who's sort of like obviously he's got old and he's sort of like, but he likes to live away from the rest of the animals and keep himself to himself. He's just an angry bastard.
Okay, so Mike, did you pick a TV series for the year?
I did not.
You did not.
Oh
okay.
no, I did. Sorry, no, I did. I absolutely did. Well, it's just dawned on me now, thinking about it. I've just started watching, and I absolutely recommend it. I don't know if you guys have heard of it. There's a new Mike Judge TV show come out called Common Side Effects.
Never heard of it.
Never heard of it, no?
It is incredible. So basically, it's animation that's very similar style. He doesn't animate it, but he does voice in it. But it's still like similar style to like Daria and Beavis and Butter. But it's also like it's written. I mean, it's got 100% on friggin' Rotten Tomatoes at the moment. It's absolutely incredible. So basically, it's sorry. There's quite a few like awesome people that are involved in it. It's crazy. Blah blah blah. Get your words out, Michael. Greg Daniels and Mike Judge are executive producers on it. Mike Judge does voices on it as well. It's about this hippie guy. He finds this mushroom when he's like hiking in some off in the Andes or somewhere, and it cures any illness, but like instantly, like to the point that like if you literally had like a fatal like accident and then you ate one of these mushrooms, your body will start to restore itself like Deadpool style. And the pharmaceutical companies find out about it and they're basically trying to take him down. But you have to watch it. It's so fucking funny. It's so incredible. I'll send you a link to the
Looks good,
trailer.
actually.
Have a look at it. It's so good. So yeah, that's got to be my pick for the new TV show.
Nice.
And it's still going at the minute as well. So
Yeah, because it's on Channel 4 at the minute, isn't it?
yeah. And a bit of a cheat because it wasn't really 2024. It only came out this year. But
Michael, you broke the law. You betrayed the law.
well, it was supposed to come out last year, but it got delayed. So I'm classing it as a 2024.
Okay. So, Christopher, what is your pick?
So, my pick is a different type of watch. My pick for a movie of 2024 was a film called Treasure. So it's Stephen Fry and Lena Dunham, and he's basically a Holocaust survivor in the 80s, and his daughter wants to go and visit everywhere where he grew up and things like that. And it's quite heartwarming in a way, but then like there's loads that goes on throughout the film. He ends up getting a bird while he's out there and stuff like that, and having a bit of fun stuff. But it was a really good film in the way. It was a bit different because then you realise like they go and visit where he used to live, and like they sit down and have tea and stuff, and he's like starts remembering things about when he lived there and stuff. But I don't want to give it away or anything if you fancy watching it. But it's more of a serious film than a funny one. But Stephen Fry's just brilliant in it.
No, I like Stephen Fry.
I've never read that.
I think I'll probably have to give it a watch.
It's a very good film.
Interesting, that.
What about TV series?
So TV series, I absolutely love Secret Level.
This is what you was banging on about the other night.
This is what I was banging on about the other night. It's it's short cartoons based upon games.
I've watched the first 2 episodes, in fact.
Well, the first episode was brilliant, but there's one with Keanu Reeves in it.
Mm-hmm.
And it's absolutely brilliant. It reminds me of Pacific Rim, in a way.
I do love that film.
Yeah. So
What's this on?
It's on Prime.
Okay.
But it's brilliant. It's really well done. Arnie's in one of the episodes as well.
Is he?
Yeah. It's got all different actors playing different parts throughout it. So you'll recognise voices as it's going through. But
Okay, so I know one episode is about is Mega Man, isn't it?
Yeah, so that was literally the one I watched last night.
Yeah.
But there's loads of different episodes, and they are really good. Like Mega Man, the Mega Man one was quite short, actually.
You're quite a Mega Man fan as well, aren't you, Ian?
I used to love. I played Mega Man 2. I had Mega Man 2 when.
I loved the Mega Man games when I was a kid.
I think you got me. I think it was you who got me into it, Chris. When we went to your cousin's house.
I haven't really played it.
Games like that were brilliant, but the Dungeons and Dragons one was fabulous as well. The first episode.
Yeah, I've just noticed that one as well.
What was like Mega Man that I used to love? I don't know if you guys have ever played it, but Shuriken.
Yes,
I've heard of it.
Yes, I've played Shuriken.
So it's similar to sort of like Mega Man, but because it was like a side-scrolling platformy shooter, but you were like this robot, and you could change into like little like saw blades and like shoot around the screen. So it was like R-type but platformer.
Yeah.
It was really fucking
cool. I remember Shuriken. Was that on the Mega Drive, that one?
It was on everything, to be
fair.
Shuriken 2 was on pretty much every console, Amigas, PCs, everything.
Oh. I mean, I can't think now.
See, this is where emulators come in handy.
Oh, absolutely.
They certainly
a
do.
massive emulation fan.
I was telling Ezra about Double Dragon today.
Were you?
Yeah, we saw about games because he wanted to play like old games, so we played, and I completed for the first time the Turtles arcade game.
Oh, what a game!
Wow. What a game!
So difficult to finish that.
I love that game.
I did that, and then I did Turtles in Time afterwards, so back to back.
Yeah,
I completed both of them.
So good.
They're just great games.
So we saw about what games did I like, and I said, well, I actually liked Double Dragon. That was one of my favourite games. I had Double Dragon for the Game Boy, but I had Double Dragon 2 for the NES. And
do you remember
Double
Final
Dragon 2.
Fight as well?
Final Fight, that was a good game.
It was basically Double Dragon, wasn't it?
Yeah.
But I love the start of that when you get off the train, like the train's shooting past, and then you get off the train and crack on.
See, what was the other one? Streets of Rage, the original one.
Streets of Rage as well, yeah.
It's a fucking great game.
I only ever had Nintendo, so I never played.
Oh, you missed out, Ian.
No, I played. My cousin had one, so I played like the Sonic game, played the Spider-Man on a Mega Drive. I played another game, but I can't remember what it was.
Yeah, James Pond.
Oh, yeah. James Pond too.
Was it Earthworm Jim come out on the Mega Drive before it ended up on the PlayStation, if I remember rightly?
I played on the Super Nintendo.
On the Super Nintendo as well, yeah.
Well,
I played James Pond not long ago.
James Pond's great. Really fucking good. Was it James Pond 2 or?
Yeah, that was RoboCod.
RoboCod was great.
Yeah.
But I've got both of them on my emulator. I love them.
Well, what used to make me laugh about them games is they're not allowed to do it now, but all the games used to advertise sweets. Like, so James Pond 2 was Penguin Biscuits advertised. There was Pushover that advertised Quavers. You had. There were so many games, like Cool Spot, that was 7-Up.
Was it?
Yeah.
I remember Cool Spot, didn't it?
Yeah, it was the spot on 7-Up. Fido Dido's in the first level.
Double Dragon theme tune.
Game music up. But there was so many, like Super Frog on the Amiga, that was sponsored by Lucozade.
Really?
I had no idea about any of these.
Well, Lucozade was like, when you wanted energy, you would pick up a bottle of Lucozade and that gave you the energy in the game. But they banned it eventually because it was just advertising sweets to kids. What was the Chupa Chups one? There was one of the games that advertised Chupa Chups as well. I can't remember now. But yeah, there was all these games that used to just push sweets on kids. It was so good.
Funny you mentioned Chupa Chups. I saw this video. It was some guy that goes into a shop on TikTok and he's like, "Oh, let's try some weird food," and he got something Chupa Chups, but he called it Chupa Chups.
Oh.
What kind of Nancy behaviour is that?
Oh, they're just fucking knobs.
Oh,
Honestly.
Chupa Chups.
There's this video going around. What was it? Some American going. Oh, I'm going to GRX. You want some food?
I've seen that.
GRX.
Oh,
I'm going to try out GRX.
That's done on purpose. That's done on purpose to get people to comment.
Well, is that Welsh commentator called Tom Jones or something like that? And it's this American living in England.
Tom Jones?
Yeah, no, his name's Tom Jones. Yeah, he gets really angry, but it's in react to this, like, it's definitely like a girl taking the piss. Well, I'm living in England. He goes, I'm going to the Liverpool.
Oh,
Yeah, it's just on purpose. I've seen it.
Yeah.
Just does it to get comments.
So it's playing
probably
somebody,
right, to be
somebody
fair.
called me a knobhead. Like that.
Rage bait.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so that was Chris. So Tim, back to you. What's your film of the year?
Mine is very similar to yours in the sense that it's not going to win any Oscars. It's not going to win any awards of any kind, but it was better than it should have ever been. And that was Ricky Stenicki with John Cena.
Oh, he must not be named.
Yeah, but it was so good, mate. It's just so funny. And the scenes where he was doing the singing and all the songs were about masturbation.
I've seen those clips. I've seen big reels of those.
It's a nice day for some wood whacking. Oh, it's just class.
I've not watched it. And
No,
it's
I
John
haven't.
Cena,
Oh.
isn't it?
Watch it, mate. Honestly, I promise you, you'll love it.
I think I will watch that, to be fair, because...
Do you know the basic premise of the film? What it's about?
No.
Well, basically, these kids, to get themselves out of trouble when they were younger, they invented this friend called Ricky Stenicki. And whenever they'd done something, they would always blame it on Ricky Stenicki. And eventually, as they get older and stuff, the families want to meet this Ricky, and they're adamant that they want to meet him. So they go out and they go out drinking somewhere, and they see this guy, John Cena, who's singing about like masturbation songs. And he says he's an actor, so they hire him to be their friend, Ricky Stenicki. It's so good, mate. So good.
I
So
have
funny.
seen the clip of it as well.
Andrew Santino's in it as well. I love Andrew.
He is. Honestly, it's such a great film. So if you've not seen it, I'd definitely recommend it.
I'm definitely going to give that a
Yeah,
watch.
I'm going to have to watch that.
Speaking of
Yeah,
like
I
John
mean-
Cena. Sorry, go on.
Go on, crack on, mate.
Yeah, so we are living in a time where John Cena turned heel.
Yeah,
It was so
we
good.
never thought it would happen.
I've seen
It was
clips.
done so well.
It's just that look he gives The Rock, and The Rock, then he hoops Cody Rhodes in the bollocks. But the best thing, it was Monday. It was just Monday, just gone, and I think it was just like a first appearance on TV since it happened, and they were in Belgium, and he just took off on like the crowd, and he tugged to this poor kid, and the
I've seen,
kid.
I've seen the clip of that. And like, I am not a wrestling fan, as you guys already know. But,
Yeah.
like, that is actually quite funny because the kid's wearing a John Cena t-shirt as well.
The
You
kid
can pinpoint the exact moment his heart broke.
play it in slow motion, like Or like Ralph Wiggum, and
Oh, when Lisa breaks his heart.
yeah.
Yeah.
This is the exact one. That was the origin. That is the origin of that kid's villain's story.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
And like, as I say, not into wrestling, but absolutely fucking kids' lives up. Yeah, I'm with that.
Yeah.
I think the reason it's such a good time to do it now is because going into the main event at WrestleMania, they've done the whole face versus face thing over and over, and it always flops. So one of them had to turn heel, and it wasn't going to be Cody. He's the new face of the company, so it had to be John Cena, and the way they've done it was, fair play to Triple H. Done really well with that.
Right. Saying the whole face versus face thing, yeah, they did do it. I mean, but I know Mike's probably going to completely lost. Don't know about Chris. But,
I'm definitely lost because I just do not watch it.
Another way they could have done it, and probably might have worked out better, is if they'd done it the way, but I'd done a better version of the end of the WrestleMania 17 or X7. That when Steve Austin turned
Stone
heel.
Cold and The Rock.
Yeah, when he turned heel and just beat The Rock with a steel chair and sided with like Mr. McMahon to become champion. That heel turn didn't work because people didn't want to boo him. But people were quite happy to like boo John Cena. I think that probably could have been another way they went with it. But yeah, I remember waking up the next morning. I didn't stay up to watch Elimination Chamber, but when I did, I was pleasantly surprised watching that video of John Cena's face. Just that look in his face was just perfect.
He was fantastic.
Yeah,
but he's a good actor as well, and I think he doesn't get the credit for that sometimes.
Well,
but,
you need to be for wrestling, don't you?
Yeah.
Some of them are terrible, like.
Yeah, I mean, John Cena, I think before you joined the podcast, I think John Cena's TV show where the Peacemaker was my
Peacemaker
pick of TV
fucking great.
That was my pick of TV show of the year, and they are filming season 2 now, so I'm really happy about that.
It was great. I absolutely love that program.
That's probably the best
know?
It's the one thing that you will watch the intro all the way through.
Exactly, I was going to say it's the best show. It's the best show opening since Game of Thrones.
It's great as well, because we've gone on about this because we had a massive conversation about it before. But when you're watching the intro and then you realise characters as it's going along that are in the intro as well.
Yeah,
it's like it was so well done.
That's brilliant.
Did you know that in the recent Mortal Kombat games, is it Peacemaker or whatever it is? Yeah, he is now in the Mortal Kombat games.
Yeah,
he was DLC.
Yeah.
You got Terminator, you had Alien, things like that. I think Predator was one as well, wasn't it?
Yeah. Freddy Krueger. I remember the last one.
Freddy
the last
Krueger.
Mortal Kombat game I played. It was Freddy Krueger.
Yeah.
Freddy Krueger and Kratos.
Yes.
They've got the T-1000 now as well.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that
Which is
'cause
awesome.
I saw a clip and it was Peacemaker versus T-1000. And, and Peacemaker says, "You look like my dad."
Brilliant.
So, Tim, have you picked a TV series for the year?
I did, yeah, and it was Baby Reindeer.
Okay.
I really enjoyed it because it swept the nation, didn't it? Like everyone was on about who's the real Martha and all the rest of it, and is it a real story and everything.
And she went
Everybody was everybody was so invested in it at the time, but I think
She outed herself.
no, not necessarily. I mean, people were
out who it
searching
was.
Twitter and stuff, like the tweet she sent him about "will you come hang me curtains" and stuff like that. Obviously, you knew what that meant, but she was sort of, people were already onto her, weren't they? So she did it to, I guess, try and make herself not seem as crazy.
Crazy though, didn't she? So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tim's microphone makes him sound crazy.
Oh, was it doing it again, is it?
Yeah, every time it stays
One
highlighted.
sec.
it's fine.
1 second. Yeah, just unplug it and then plug it back in, and hopefully that fixes it.
Yeah.
But it was just the fact that, there's some scenes in there as well which were so intense and things like that, and to think that someone went through that in real life, and it's just, I loved it. I thought it was ace, but obviously Squid Game was probably better, but yeah, that was my pick, because I thought no one's going to go for it as well. And if you notice, none of us picked anything the same besides Fall Guy, which I think was pretty cool.
Yeah. Honestly, I thought Mike's pick might have been oh, what's it called? The Iron Claw.
No.
That was going to be that was on my shortlist. That was a film that made me like fucking ugly cry. That was such a good film.
Yeah, but as I say, you need to watch The Wild Robot. Genuinely, you will absolutely bawl laughing. You will cry. You will like it. It is a great film.
Nice.
Okay.
What's going on there? Someone moving something?
Yes, me. I'm fixing me mic stand.
Okay.
Okay. So, anybody pick a worst of the year?
Yes.
Okay, Chris. What was your worst of the year?
So, probably. Well, I did, and now I forgot what it was because it was that shit. Now, the worst film of the year, or has to be. Let me see. I just thought
I've picked the worst of the year, but it's a computer game.
It's fine.
But come on, Chris.
Well, I did pick it. As I said, I'm trying to think what it is. So you crack on.
Okay, and I don't know if Ian's played this, but I think if he does, he will agree with me. But the worst of the year for computer games has got to be South Park fucking Snow Day.
No, I've not played it. I haven't played any South Park. Last South Park game I played was the one on the N64.
Jesus
Oh, wow.
Christ. You've not played Stick of Truth, and you've not
No,
played
it's on
Fractured
PlayStation
But
Plus.
Whole?
No, I've got them on PlayStation Plus, but I'm not big on RPGs.
Mate, get them played.
You absolutely
I'm
do
not
need
either.
to be. They are so good. It's like playing an episode of South Park. It is incredible.
It's fucking brilliant. Them games are fabulous.
But Stick of Truth and Fractured Butthole, absolute epic games, and you will howl laughing. It's like watching an episode that's just very long, and it's brilliant. But then they brought Snow Day out last year, and it is the most repetitive bullshit that is not even funny.
Yeah.
It's like they just didn't even try, and it's like.
It's baffling because they had so much success with the previous two games. The format works. Why change it?
And then completely changed it. I mean, I was quite interested in them going 3D, and I wasn't too bothered, but they completely changed it, though. They completely changed the way the storyline was driven, and it's just repetitive nonsense. Like, literally to get going in the game, you have to play the same scenarios over and over again to, like, build up to get to the next point, which doesn't make any sense whatsoever because the other two were just narrative based. And that's my worst pick of the year. It was fucking awful.
See,
I haven't played it. Go on, Chris.
Go on.
No, I was just going to say that's the reason I haven't played it, because like it looks awful. You can tell, like, from the trailers and stuff, it looks awful. And I'm not going to play it, so yeah, thanks.
No, I wouldn't. Yeah, just leave it because it'll just upset you. if you like the other two, then it's not worth going into.
I remembered what it was. Fucking
What?
Acolyte.
Oh,
It was fucking grim.
I thought it was last year that came out.
It was last year it come out, 2024.
No, I mean,
about 2024?
2023, I thought it came out.
No, 2024.
Skeleton Crew came out last year, so I'm a bit confused.
Yeah, Acolyte come out earlier on. It was March
Ah, okay.
last year. It was.
I haven't watched it.
It's shit. You don't want to watch it.
I've not watched it either, to be honest with you.
Hasn't it got the guy from Squid Game in?
Yeah.
Yeah.
G Huns plays the Jedi in it. And X-23 from Deadpool and Wolverine.
This little bit too much stuff came out that because Disney have took over and now they're like trying to expand the universe. It's too much, and some of it's good. And I don't like the fact that it's cherry picking now.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. It's garbage.
Somebody made a fucking amazing suggestion. I was going through reels the other day, and this guy was like, "You keep coming out with like these new Star Wars like episodes. I implore you to absolutely do this. Do an entire series based on the pod racing and behind the scenes.
Mechanics and things like that.
Storylines of in between them and stuff like that, and that'd be so fucking cool.
What was it?
Like Days of Thunder, but with pod racing.
Yeah, man.
There was one I saw where they asked for the what was it? The fucking Rebel Commanders series about all them.
Oh, Bad Batch.
No, it was the actual commanders, so like Commander Cody and all them.
Oh yeah.
I know he was later. He turned later on, but it's like stuff like that. It was all about them.
Oh.
Rather than
I do have a
Bad
pick
Batch
as
is
well
brilliant.
for-
I like Bad Batch.
Yeah, I only watched the first series. I did like it.
I've got a pick. It wasn't necessarily the worst thing ever, but it was something I was really disappointed by. And it was the Ghostbusters Frozen Empire, or whatever it was called.
I agree with you there.
I wasn't underwhelmed by it. I was just whelmed. That would be my description of it.
I was just disappointed.
Yeah, I expected so much more.
Yeah.
I liked seeing Slimer again.
Yeah.
I thought the Ghostbusters women was better than Frozen Empire.
No.
I
That
actually-
says something.
Saying that, I didn't actually overly mind the Ghostbusters Answer the Call.
I didn't mind Answer the Call, but what griped me about that, and we've talked about this before as well, is that they literally just spent the entire film just dissing men, and it's like, is this because it's... But why not just make the film with women in? Does it have to be about dissing men all the way through it? Because that's what they did. They don't do that in the Ghostbusters. They don't go through it just dissing women. So
No.
it pissed me off, that side of it.
I thought that Chris Hemsworth was absolute revelation in it because his comedy chops, he was just brilliant in it. He
Yeah, it was
did
good.
steal
Thick
the
as
show.
fuck, wasn't he?
But then he was the heel, and the reason they were doing it was they were like, well, men are stupid, and it's like, really, get on with the fucking story.
I mean, in Frozen Empire, it was cool that they were like back in the firehouse and stuff, and like you said, Slimer and that.
Mm-hmm.
But the plot was severely lacking.
Yeah.
And after the last film, you just expect so much more. But it is what it is. Like I said, it's not the worst by far, but it's the thing that stood out the most to me as disappointing.
It was disappointing.
I was trying to think. There was something I tried to watch, but I just gave up. What was it? I can't. It didn't. It must have been something that was just a complete non-starter for me, and I can't even remember what it was now.
That's the problem, is it? Because you start watching something and shit, you just switch it off and just forget about it. So
And he's
it
looking
does
at me.
make it difficult. It does make it difficult for like stuff that to say, "Oh, well, I hated this," but
Yeah.
Like I did with the latest Hellboy.
Oh, I thought you was going to pick the latest Hellboy. It's like your worst pick of the year. I think that's coming on to Amazon Prime in a few weeks.
In all fairness, I was contemplating it, but then I thought, no, I'll go for Acolyte because it is fucking wank. But saying that, do you know, out of all the good stuff we watched, there's two things none of us mentioned that were really good. So Fallout.
I've only watched like 2 episodes of it.
And The Penguin.
Oh yeah, I thought so. We would have picked the Penguin.
I really liked Fallout.
Yeah, I did.
Like the Penguin. The Penguin was fucking incredible.
Exactly. That's why I'm surprised no one mentioned it. And the reason I didn't pick it was I thought someone else was going to.
I think because, for the same sort of thing, it's like they are widely known as epic. So I was trying myself to pick something that was a little bit left field, a little bit. Just not that everyone has just gone, this is amazing.
So I'm going to disappoint you all. I haven't seen either.
What?
You should watch it. Colin
You need to
Farrell
watch
as
both.
Penguin is so good.
He's brilliant in it.
He's absolutely incredible.
Yeah, I haven't watched it yet, but I've heard so many good things about it. And it's got the mum from How You Met Your Mother in it. She's like the main villain in it, or?
Well, I don't want to give too much away.
To be fair for me, this year hasn't really been much more about watching TV shows. I've been mainly been binging podcasts for the last 12 months.
I've been doing the same, to be honest with you. Podcasts and I've been getting back into computer games quite a lot. So
Yeah.
I can give you some shout outs for computer games.
Shout out a couple of podcasts. I mean, I'm the one I'm currently like hyperfixating on at the moment is called Bad Movies Rule. I think I've spoke about it in the past. I think I stumbled upon it and it was like it talks about films that are like been given low ratings on like say an IMDb, or it's either IMDb or Rotten Tomatoes. So if they fall under like a 5 point, I think it's below 6 anyway. The latest episode was Willow, and so they give you a whole breakdown of the film, they discuss things, and one of the best little parts of it is, can Arnold Schwarzenegger make it better? And one of the fellows on the podcast does a spot on Arnie impression, and he'll do dialogue from the film. That's brilliant. But I think it was Willow, Armageddon. I'll go through some of the episodes. But it was films that I loved as a kid. I think the one I'm listening to at the moment was Garbage Pail Kids. One of the first films.
Oh God, yeah.
You ever watch it with me? Because my dad copied it, and I watched that film so much.
Yeah, you did.
I've actually found it on YouTube. It's on YouTube now to watch.
Joking.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me at all.
I started watching it the other night. What was it? Let me get the playlist up. I think Batman Forever was on there. Batman Forever, Twilight, the absolutely ripped. I have spoken about this on podcast because they were ripping Twilight to shreds. Good Arnold Schwarzenegger. So the fella did Bella Swan, but it's Arnold Schwarzenegger doing the voice instead.
Nice.
Dungeons and Daddies, which I've listened to for a few years now. But there's a new one by it's called. What's it called? I've only just started listening to it now, but it's Dan Larson from Toy Galaxy or Secret Galaxy. It's a YouTube channel that talks about old toys and cartoons. It's him and the fella from Geek Dad Life, and I'm pretty sure Geek Dad Life follows us on one of our socials because I've seen them before. The name's popped up, but they've done a podcast together, and I'm trying to remember what it's called. I'm trying to get it up now. But we just start listening to that.
There's a great podcast on BBC Sounds at the moment. I don't know if you guys have heard of it, called Evil Genius.
I know that one.
It's Russell Kane, and he has like other comedians on, and they take a character from history, and they decide whether they were evil or whether they were a genius. And sometimes it's a real person, sometimes it's a fictional. Like they did a Homer Simpson episode, and
they did an Ingvar Kamprad episode, the founder of IKEA.
Yeah, it's been going for so long now. Like they've done
it's
Bruce
brilliant.
Lee, and but they literally dig up loads of facts of like through the life, and like the issue is if you like this person, you might find out facts about them that will give you a different light on them.
Oh God, yeah.
Well, and you're like, oh God, they're a heel. Like they're a dick.
Honestly, Ingvar Kamprad, his best mate was a Nazi.
Yeah.
He was actually a member of the Nazi party at one point.
It's well worth a listen. And it's so funny as well because like they literally get to the end and they have to do a vote of whether they're evil or whether they're a genius. Absolutely brilliant.
I've just found the name of that podcast. It's called Toy Geeks. So yeah, I give that one a listen. To just started doing. They did like G.I. Joe, Real American Hero, done Master of the Universe and Mask. So I think they're just going to be covering. I'm actually thinking about reaching out to them anyway. So see if I can.
G.I. Joe with his Eagle-eye action eyes. Oh no, that was Action Man, wasn't it?
That was Action Man, Evil Eyes. Oh,
But in
fucking
America,
hell.
no, the Eagle Eyes, I used to have one of those as a kid.
Yeah, I did, and it scared the shit out of me when I was a kid.
Realistic hair. Realistic hair.
It was like Velcro.
It was a piece of felt on his head.
Yeah.
It was like you'd rub his head and it felt like Velcro.
Yeah. It was pretty shit.
Oh, all right. Oh, what was it? I had one when I was a teen. Just when I was like teenage. When my dad was building a patio in the back garden, so I buried it. It broke. One of my cousins broke the leg off it, so I put it in a black plastic bin bag and buried it under my patio.
Were you watching fucking Brookie? Yeah.
Yeah. It was around about the same time when the Trevor Jordan thing. So if anybody doesn't know this, there used to be a soap on Channel 4 called Brookside, and there was a famous storyline where there was a
Mandy Jordash buried her husband, wasn't it?
Beth Jordash. She was actually played by Hollywood actress Anna Friel. They murdered like their abusive father and husband, and they buried them under the patio.
Nice.
But yeah,
it's mad that Anna Friel was in fucking Brookie.
Just thinking then, I used to have this Action Man, and it was one of the pull string ones, and it'd say a phrase, and the one that I pulled, it said 3 different phrases, but one of them was supposed to be "fire in the hole." But my dad and my uncle used to piss themselves laughing pulling it because it sounded like "fucker in the hole."
Oh, brilliant!
Was it
It was absolutely hilarious. What?
Was it Uncle Dave that bought it for you?
Yeah. Uncle Dave. Yeah, maybe he got it from some cheap market somewhere. Maybe.
You were going to say the C word, weren't you?
Yeah.
You've just reminded me talking about
China.
Action.
China.
China.
Oh no, I wasn't going to say China. I was going to say some cheap market somewhere.
Cheap Chinese market.
It came from the Heritage Market in Liverpool.
Witness market.
You just reminded me then.
Fucking hell, you could buy your sister from there.
I don't get that joke.
No.
It's a bad joke, that.
Guys, can you hear me, by the way?
Yeah. It's
Oh, is it doing that again?
It's your mic, yeah. Every time it just highlights your name completely and doesn't go off, it's doing it.
Yeah, I was just saying then, talking about Action Men, it's going to sound really weird, and I don't know why we did it, but me and my mate, when we get into our early teens, I still have a couple of Action Men left over, and we decided that it would be a fun idea to nail one to a cross and set it up fire. And I don't know why we did it to this point. I know.
Jesus Christ, that's dark.
Like shit out of Toy Story, but yeah, I don't know why. Do you know the weirdest thing is? We did it in my mate's back garden, his granddad helped us do it.
Hold on a minute, Tim. Before you carry on, just unplug your mic and plug it back in again and then carry on this story because I want to hear it.
Honestly, was I the only person who thought it was going to turn sexual then?
Yeah.
Yeah, so the weirdest thing about it was we did it in my mate's back garden and his granddad helped us like light it on fire and stuff like that. It was I don't know what the hell happened there, but it was fun.
What was Uncle Dave doing around?
He's enjoying himself.
Come on then, boys.
I wish one of us could do Herbert the Pervert's voice from Family Guy. No, that would be epic.
I'll have to record my mate doing it.
Hold on, give me a second.
My mate does it all the time. To me, funnily enough.
Shut up.
Hey,
Oh, was it?
hey there, strong hand.
No, he goes, hey,
Hey
Chris.
Hey there, strong hands. Oh, you little fat fucker. Dance for me, little fat fucker.
I knew
Get
Ian
your
would get
fat
the
ass here.
Not quite got the cadence right, but
I love it where he says, I can't do the voice, but he says, if you talk to me like that again, I'm going to slap you on the penis. It's so
See,
funny.
my mate does it with the whistle as well.
Oh
He can
man.
do the whistle when he says it. He sounds identical to him.
Hey there, strong arms. What's in the news today? Can't do it.
I'm way too croaky to even try at the moment.
Yeah.
So.
No, can't do it.
Aye.
I can do Peter laughing. That's about it.
That's about it.
That's pretty good. I can do Krusty, and that's about it.
Go on, let's do your Krusty then.
That's pretty good.
That's the sound they made when the other Action Man went up his ass. Fucking hell.
Fuck me. That's funny.
That's what he said afterwards as well.
Yeah, probably.
Okay, well, I think that's brought us to a natural end.
Yeah.
I think so. No, there was one honourable mention I wanted to make.
Go on.
There's a computer game that came out last year, and I implore you guys to play it because it's fucking incredible. And it's called Thank Goodness You're Here. And it's like a point-and-click game, but it's set in Burnley.
Okay.
Okay, random.
And it is fucking hilarious. Like, there's like you play this little balding man. Everywhere you turn up, people are like, "Oh, thank goodness you're here!" And they will give you a mission, and you have to go off and do it. There's one scene in it, and it's weird anyway because he's a little tiny man, and you go to this fishmonger's, and there's like fish tails sticking out of the ice, and the fishmonger's behind, and he's like, "All right, lad, thank goodness you're here. Could you just grab us this and grab us that and do this?" But you can. One of the main mechanics in the game is you can slap things.
Nice.
And that is it is a major mechanic in the game. And just go around slapping everything. And if you go around and slap the fish, there's one that looks slightly different.
In all fairness, I'm looking at a picture of that game now because it's on Steam, and one of the fish has got a ciggy in his mouth.
Yeah, one of them's got a ciggy in his mouth, and there's another one that's upside down and looks pink, and it doesn't look quite right. And if you slap that one, the fishmonger goes, "Mm-hmm."
Got it then.
Oh, brilliant.
So fucking good.
Well, it's 16 quid.
The whole game is fucking incredible, and you'll just
What's it called?
Me and Sarah played it, and we were just crying. It's called Thank Goodness You're Here.
It looks good.
And we sat playing it, and we were just literally in tears, laughing all the way through it. It probably takes about 3 hours to complete, but it's well worth playing. You'll just be howling, laughing.
Let's see if it's on PlayStation.
I think it's on quite a lot of things at the moment. So
it's definitely on Steam for $15.99.
That's my honourable mention.
Oh yeah, hold on. I think it is.
It works with PlayStation controllers and Xbox, so
available on PlayStation 4 and 5. Okay, I'm happy with that. I'll switch.
Yeah, I'll check that out.
Right, I'll say one last honourable mention before I go. I know it didn't come out last year, but I've only just picked up and played it last year. That was RoboCop, Rogue City.
Oh, what a game!
Yeah, and another thing that absolutely blew me away the most out of anything.
Go on.
It was the fact that you recreate that scene from RoboCop when you shoot the.
Through the skirt.
Yeah, well, yeah, you get a trophy for shooting somebody in the bollocks.
Yeah,
nice.
You do.
Honestly, the first thing I did as RoboCop was shoot a bad guy in the bollocks.
Oh,
was great.
It was worth it. There's a new DLC coming out for that soon as well.
I know, I saw an advert for it.
Sniper Elite did that the best, though. Shooting Hitler's bollock in Sniper Elite had to be the most fucking epic thing ever. When you go into the X-ray mode and you see the bullet going through and blows his bollock up.
Oh, nice.
Right, this has been the first episode of season 4 of Geeky Dads Strike Back. What you stop? Fuck off. Not bad.
Oh god, now my microphone stinks.
Or garlic or arse.
I just farted on it.
Oh, fair enough. Okay. So this has been the Geeky Dads Strike Back. I am Ian Duffy, joined by Mike Chelsea,
Yo, see you later, dudes.
Chris Jones,
Tatty bye.
and Tim Oakes.
Buenas noches, mi amigos.
Did anybody else just get like interference though?
What were you getting interfered with? Was Uncle Dave in your house, Ian?
You just didn't get the joke, dang it, did you, Chris? Fucking
No.
hell.
I did. That's the outro music.
I'm learning Spanish. That's why I've been doing it.
Actually, I'm just going to replace Tim's voice with the Jabba the Hutt now. What ya cosa, nipple pinchy?
You actually should. That would be funny.
I am going to do that now. Okay, well, we'll be back.
Han Solo.
More like Han Solo. Okay, and so we'll be back on the next episode where Tim will be taking over as Quizmaster.
The Geeky Dads Strike
The
Back
Geeky Dads Strike Back
is
is brought to you by Studio Bristol.